Coach, you did the ham bone. Is there anything left to play for?
Of course. That was just one of those things, we kind of have our times with the guys, and they had been asking for it ever since we started camp. I said, when you guys deserve it, we'll give it, and they deserved it.
That was a fantastic game, a lot of drama. You played so many close games this year.
Yeah.
What about this team is getting them over the hump?
I think they're very resilient. I think they have a great deal of faith that someone's going to make the play, and we've got a staff that does a great job of giving the kids an opportunity to be successful.
In the ball game, Western, it's back and forth.
Yep.
Take us through the overtime, the big run by Lennox, you score, and then the sack, and then, of course, the interception by George.
Well, first of all, when you go into overtime, you'd like to win the flip and start on defense. We lost both flips at the beginning of the game and in overtime. But it comes down to we executed, did a nice job on a triple option play, got the ball in Lennox's hands, and he did the rest. And then Andre banged it in from, I think we were on the 3-yard line. Western quality team, offensively, big time. They're big time. And they have skilled kids that can play anywhere, and their quarterback, their running back, and their whole offensive unit was very good. And we had a great day defensively. One of those scores was because we had a bad pitch, but overall it was a great day offensively. Or defensively for us. On the last play, we've got a one-on-one situation. It's red zone. George is kind of out there by himself. He kind of likes that. He likes the challenge. They ran a skinny post. They protected it, and the quarterback throws it. George breaks on it. Ball bounces off the receiver's chest, and George takes it, rolls over with it, ball game over. So I'd be lying if I said it was nerve-wracking, but it was exciting. It was really a lot of fun to see the reaction after the win. The guys, they just went off. So it was pretty cool.
You've been at this a long time. You still get that kick when something like that happens, don't you?
No doubt. No doubt. That's part of the enjoyment of the game. You have, 59 minutes and 59 seconds, and on the last second, you make a play. And proud of our team. Coaching staff did a great job. They worked hard getting that game plan together, and we're 5-0. It's still you look back and you reflect on all the games, and you're constantly trying to keep up with the next opponent, but make sure you do your due diligence on areas of concern that have given you problems. And we see a common thread. We don't like to get it done until it's almost too late.
All right, you get the Citadel this week, and they're uncharacteristically struggling. They're 1-2 in the league. What do you see when you watch them on film? What's maybe the difference between last year's team and this year's team?
Well, I think the big thing right now probably comes turning the ball over. They're still an outstanding team. Offensively, I think they're first in the conference rushing the football. They do a great job with the option. The quarterback's a proven player. They have skilled kids that can block on the perimeter. They're tough. They're physical. And then you look at them on the defensive side, and defensively they're outstanding. They have a great scheme. They see the option every day, so it makes it more difficult from our offensive standpoint of trying to execute against them. We know what it's going to be like down there. It's going to be a tough challenge. Forget their record right now. They're the same team as they were last year. The record's just a little bit different, but they're fighters. They're competitors. We're going to have to play a great game to have an opportunity to win.
Last year you played 2 classics against them, one at home, and then in the playoffs down there it was 3-3 in the fourth quarter. What stuck out for you about those games last season?
Well, in the first one, we had an opportunity to win. We had 3 turnovers, and against an outstanding team, you can't turn it over once. We go down to Charleston. It's nip and tuck. They end up getting a field goal. Our defense made play after play after play. Offensively, we were struggling to get a first down. We have quarterback injured. We bring in Joe Newman, true freshman, and for whatever reason, things began to turn in the other direction. And we gained some momentum. We were able to get a field goal. Then we were able to get a touchdown. And then we had the interception that was returned for a touchdown by Devin. So all I can tell you, it was really, really hard.
Colton, big win over Western Carolina. You do it in overtime. What's it like playing in all these close games? Game after game, it comes down to the last play, the last possession.
The Wofford team, we known for adversity, and just coming down to the last play, we just have these big-time players that make these big-time plays and bail us out of situations that we need to be bailed out of, and just the relentless effort that each and every person gives is just tremendous.
You had a pick very early in the game against Western Carolina. Talk us through that play.
Well, they were going a little tempo. We figured they would go a little tempo since they're, a little spread option team. So they were gassing us pretty early. We had a couple perimeter runs back-to-back, and we just needed to find a way to get off the field. So just read my drops, dropped back in pass coverage, and I had the quarterback the whole time, and he threw it right to me.
What's it like playing a team that wants to be up-tempo like that?
Well, you just got to be prepared in every situation. Coaches gave us a heads up earlier in the week that said they might go a little tempo, they might not, and saw them warming up, and they were going a couple tempo plays, so we were prepared for it.
Talking with Wofford's Colton Clemens, you're in your final year. You've worked your way into the starting lineup. What has it been like for you, that process going from freshman to senior and earning more playing time as your career moves along?
It's a great feeling. Just you putting in that hard work over the summer. And, you're doing all the things you need to do, and you just see the progress and everything coming together. And when your name's called, to go out there in the starting lineup, and you just give it all you got each and every play.
You play the Citadel this week. They also run the option. Do you like defending what you see in practice every day when you see another team running it?
I'd say it's pretty easy. Our offense does a good job giving us great looks each and every week. We're a triple option team, so that comes in handy too. So they give us a little extra edge on for the next opponent, which is Citadel.
Now, Coach Ayers always talks about, even though both teams run the triple option, they're a little bit different. The quarterback's up under center just about all the time. So what do they do that's different?
Just their linemen. I think they started with the linemen. So, the first time we played them, they had, tight splits, just to say, for instance, and then second time we played them, they adjusted to us and widened their splits out so they can hit the perimeter plays when they needed to, just to have something on us that would give us a little trouble.
All right, Chuck, teams winning close game after close game. It's fun to watch from the radio booth. What's it like to be down on the field when every single game goes down to the last minute?
Nerve-wracking, really nerve-wracking. I honestly don't wish that we are in nerve-wracking games like that, but it's kind of fun and it's really enjoyable for all the fans and even us sometimes.
How big a deal was it that the offense was able to score in overtime on just 2 plays?
It gave us a lot of confidence, really. At a good team, a good defense like Western has, really it just gave us a lot of confidence. And looking forward to the Citadel, give us a really good energy boost. Looking forward to next week.
Rue Daniels did not play the first few games. He did finally get back into the lineup coming back from knee surgery. What does he do? He's been around a long time. When he's center, what does that do for the offensive line?
Gives us another energy boost, another outlook on how the defense is. He really comes up with good insight on what we should be doing, and he's almost like another offensive line coach. He's our leader, and I'm appreciative and happy that he's back.
All right, you get to go down home this week. You're from the Charleston area. Wofford plays at the Citadel. Is that always fun to go down there to play? And how many tickets do you try to get for others?
I try to get as much as I can. Everyone wants to come back and see their boys, so I'm happy that we're going back to my place, and hopefully we can get a dub.
What's it like facing their defense?
It's difficult. It's always difficult. Every year they give us a hard fight and a hard challenge, so I honestly think that they're going to give us the same thing this coming week.
Now, even though you're from Charleston, the Citadel didn't recruit you. Who talked to you, and how did you end up at Wofford?
It was Shadon Brown when he was here. He really recruited me, and then Freddie Brown followed up. I had South Carolina State at first, but then Wofford came in and showed me that they're the better school and they're the better team for me, and I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the process of recruiting, and I loved it. As soon as I stepped foot on campus, I was like, this is the place for me.
Did you run option in high school?
At first, my junior year we ran the triple option, but then my senior year we ran the spread and a little bit of read option too.
What's the best part about blocking for an option offense?
I think I like the complexity of it. Sometimes you have to read certain things and you have to read certain defenses, and then you can go either way with it. You can change it up, and just the variety of it is just really interesting.